In the hilly landscapes of Nepal, where the mountains meet the sky, lived a young indigenous boy named Raghubir. His village was home to the Magar community, known for their rich culture and traditional practices. For generations, the Magar people had been brewing a local alcoholic beverage called Raksi, using traditional methods passed down through their ancestors. Raghubir's family, like many others in the village, relied on Raksi production not only as a source of income, but also as a symbol of their cultural heritage. However, as the government began imposing regulations on alcohol production, the traditional methods of brewing Raksi were deemed unsafe and were banned. Raghubir was deeply concerned about the impact this ban would have on his community. He believed that the government's regulations did not take into account the cultural significance of Raksi to the Magar people. Determined to preserve their heritage and livelihoods, Raghubir embarked on a mission to fight for the right to produce Raksi in a safe and culturally sensitive manner. He started by gathering information about the regulations and studying the history of Raksi production in his village. Raghubir then sought the guidance of the village elders, who shared their knowledge and wisdom about the traditional brewing process. With their support, Raghubir decided to approach the government and advocate for a compromise that would allow Raksi production to continue while ensuring safety standards were met. Raghubir faced challenges along the way, as government officials were initially dismissive of his efforts. However, he persisted, gathering evidence of the cultural significance of Raksi, its importance to the local economy, and the centuries-old knowledge passed down through generations. With the help of local organizations and activists, Raghubir organized community meetings and awareness campaigns to educate people about the importance of preserving their cultural practices. He also reached out to experts in the field of alcohol production to develop a proposal that would incorporate both tradition and safety. As news of Raghubir's campaign spread, it garnered the attention of media outlets, drawing national and international support for his cause. The government was compelled to re-evaluate its stance and engage in meaningful discussions with Raghubir and his community. After months of negotiations and advocacy, Raghubir and his community reached an agreement with the government. The compromise allowed for the continuation of Raksi production using traditional methods with necessary safety measures in place. Raghubir's dedication and perseverance had not only secured the livelihoods of his people, but also ensured the preservation of their cultural identity. Raghubir's story became an inspiration to other indigenous communities facing similar challenges. He proved that through unity, education, and the courage to speak up, change could be achieved even in the face of government regulations. Raghubir's battle for local alcohol production highlighted the importance of respecting cultural traditions and finding a balance between preserving heritage and ensuring public safety. His legacy lived on as a reminder that the voice of a determined young indigenous boy could bring about positive change for his community and beyond.